I was worried about another Iraq-style military debacle and a forever war. I made my opposition to a military intervention in Venezuela well known. I am ecstatic to report I was wrong. While millions of Venezuelans celebrate in ecstasy across the world at the removal of Nicolas Maduro, we have sourpuss, traitors, socialists, and communists here in the United States protesting this military action. You know, sometimes I am wrong. I'm not always right. I'm man enough to admit that. And I was definitely wrong about the invasion of Venezuela. Because instead of an invasion, we had a nuanced, surgical military operation that removed one of the worst dictators, probably the worst dictator in the Western Hemisphere. In a previous video, I had making my opposition known to the proposed military adventure in Venezuela. I'm happy to report I was wrong.
Late last night and early today, at my direction, the United States Armed Forces conducted an extraordinary military operation in the capital of Venezuela. Overwhelming American military power, air, land, and sea, was used to launch a spectacular assault. And it was an assault like people have not seen since World War II. As the men and women of our military, working with U.S. law enforcement, successfully captured Maduro in the dead of night, along with his wife, Celia Flores, both of whom now face American justice. Maduro and Flores have been indicted in the Southern District of New York, it's Jay Clayton, for their campaign of deadly narco-terrorism against the United States.
Good night. Happy New Year.
The dictator and terrorist, Maduro, is finally gone in Venezuela. People are free. They're free again. It's been a long time for them, but they're free.
¡Viva Venezuela, mi madre mía! ¡Vecinos, piénsense que somos libres!
While the people of Venezuela celebrate by the hundreds of thousands and millions in Venezuela and across the world, you have leftists here in the United States protesting against the removal of Nicolas Maduro.
Venezuela to Iran. No more sanctions to A massive criminal bombing campaign on Venezuela. This war is about taking control of Venezuela.
Now, somebody printed out a bunch of signs alluding that this is about oil.
I'm organized with the Revolutionary Communists of America. We're out here to say hands off Venezuela, and we unequivocally stand with the people of Venezuela against U.S. imperialist aggression.
But what do you think about the people celebrating, the hundreds of thousands of people that are in the streets celebrating?
I have yet to see it. Can you show me that?
Yeah.
I mean, at the end of the day, I stand with the people of Venezuela against U.S. imperialism. The U.S. has no right to bomb the people of Venezuela. The U.S. has no right to kidnap another
Why are they
leader
all
of another.
celebrating? Why are they celebrating?
You know, I don't know.
Take their president and then saying you're going to charge their president with criminal charges in our country is such an insane breach of sovereignty. I'm like, so shook.
We're officially at war with the president of peace at the wheel of the ship with Venezuela.
So it's being reported right now that Caracas is under attack. This is a message for all active duty. If you ever get this, I want you to know something, that if you are in the Navy, if you are in the Air Force, and you are behind the bombing of Caracas, Venezuela, America is not behind you. You will not be celebrated as a hero. You're a piece of shit.
I think I speak for all Americans when I say any country is welcome to kidnap our president.
Question for Donald Trump and his supporters: what's the plan? It's 5 a.m. on the East Coast right now. Donald Trump just announced that the U.S. military has captured Nicolas Maduro and his wife, the president of Venezuela, after we bombed Venezuela in the middle of the night, focusing on their capital city. And I'm just curious, what's the plan? What are we going to do with Maduro, with his wife? Where are they going? What's next for Venezuela? You know, there's a massive power vacuum in Venezuela right now, and I can guarantee that there are already bad groups in that country looking to take power. You know, regime change, historically, has not worked very well.
With Reddit repeating this in absolutely every thread, trying to cement this is about oil.
I am Trump's #1 hater. I am also Venezuelan, and let me tell you, for all of you that are commenting on social media, oh my god, no war, we didn't sign for this. Every single Venezuelan that is not working for the government, the dictatorship that has been in place for more than 25 years, we are stoked.
But even in the liberal media, Venezuelans correct the record.
How often do you hear the phrase blood for oil in Venezuela?
It's a question that we absolutely need to reframe here. And I am certain that every Venezuelan will support what I'm about to say. He's essentially a dictator. For 25 years, he has been torturing, imprisoning people, leading to the largest refugee crisis practically in the world. So this is absolutely not about oil. This is about us as a nation wanting to come back to the fold of Western democratic nations.
Yes. I'm very happy to report that I was wrong. I was wrong, and I admit it. I was under the impression that we were going to conduct a huge invasion. Once again, I underestimated Donald Trump and our military's ability to conduct a nuanced operation aside, different than the invasion of Iraq. And as we can see by the hundreds of thousands, the millions of Venezuelans celebrating, ecstatic with joy, pure, unadulterated happiness, that I think it was the right decision to remove Maduro.